Hey guys, Eric and Jim here, coming at you with a Rewind Theater trailer commentary for the new Transformers Dark of the Moon teaser announcement is what they're calling it, actually.
Yeah, teaser trailer by any other name.
So Jim, you had the opportunity to kind of sit with Michael Bay, a small group of press, for like 20 minutes.
Oh, well, we were there for a few hours, and he showed us about 20-odd minutes of footage from the last act of the film, and he really is trying to atone for Transformers 2, and he's going to make a darker, grittier movie, and the action scenes looked amazing. And there were a lot of hard-bitten people who hated the second one that saw this footage and really enjoyed it. And he's peppering out the action a little more throughout the movie. It's not going to be so hell's bells.
So no skids and mud flap.
No, and it's going to, he apologized in his words for the dorky humor. He didn't rule out that skids and mud flap might be in there just to get killed, but he is definitely promising us a more serious movie.
So really quickly, what we're seeing here is our first mission to the moon, and it's revealed that we weren't there to just beat the Soviets. We were there for this. Boom.
Yeah, that's a crashed, alien spacecraft. These are Apollo 11 astronauts, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Armstrong. And Eric, you have some speculation about what this ship might be?
Yeah, we're theorizing that this might actually be a version of the Ark from the original Transformers animated TV series. Reason being because, as we're going to see, what looks like, boom, look at this. This looks like Transformers kind of robot bodies there.
Yeah, right? Basically robot carcasses, and you could see it in the reflection of his helmet, and there's obviously a bunch of bodies lying around here.
Yeah, we're going to come up on some clearer shots that maybe I'll stop on real quick. But, yeah, I mean, well, let me scroll back right here real quick. Boom, if you look kind of above the astronaut on the left here, that looks like a robot hand. Mm-hmm. And just over his shoulder on the left, it looks like a robot face.
Kind of does look like a face. And, you have to remember, too, that in the established movie chronology that the government has known about Transformers now for, I don't know, several decades, ever since the building of the Hoover Dam. And this would be 1969 is when the moon landing was.
Yeah, and, we should probably also note really quickly that in the first two films, obviously, the Transformers just came to Earth kind of their own accord, of their own power. So we've never seen them in a ship before. Perhaps this carries both Autobots and Decepticons. We don't know.
Yeah.
But we're going to come back to this character right here. Boom. There's also some speculation on who this guy is, right?
Yeah, I mean, he could tie into more the animated series. He definitely has a very distinctive look between the sort of the shoulder wings and the kind of the little horns almost on his brow there.
Yeah, I mean, some of the journalists are screaming Shockwave, right? But this does not look like Shockwave.
Michael Bay would not say who it was, by the way.
Okay.
When we asked him.
If you look, my theory is that this is a character from the second season of the Transformers animated series called Alpha Trion. And his role in the show, he was the defender of the Vector Prime, I believe it was called. It was the computer that gave life to Transformers. Megatron utilized this to create more Decepticons. Eventually, this character teams up with Optimus Prime to defeat Megatron. But anyways, perhaps this is the impetus of the third film.
Yeah, it does make you wonder about how he's tied in, and then obviously this sequence justifies why it's going to be in 3D, because you get to see.
Exactly.
I did see this trailer in 3D, and it was amazing.
Again, that computer concept kind of ties into the Cube from the first two movies as well.
Yeah, the Allspark.
The Allspark. So who knows? I guess we're going to find out in June 2011, but it looks pretty sweet.
Does indeed.